All right, bang, bang. It's the rundown.
You boys ready?
I'm ready, brother. Let's do it.
All right, let's enter the Matrix. Let's do it. All right, it's the rundown, November 9th, presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. Ooh, love some vodka on the rocks. Perfect. New Amsterdam Vodka was born from an uncompromising passion for great vodka. Did you know that that's what New York was called? New Amsterdam?
I did know that.
You did?
Actually.
Yes.
Rings a bell.
And then Gotham, I believe, but it's not a Gotham vodka. But they have a commitment to excellence, enabled New Amsterdam to produce vodka of a superb taste and unparalleled smoothness. They distilled it about 1 million times. New Amsterdam is a premium 80-proof vodka made from some of the finest quality grains from the America's heartland. Midwest, the backbone of America. We got Chicago right here. Ohio.
baby.
Is Ohio part of the Midwest? Is the huge...
People love
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it has
1000%.
Midwest values, but I think it's East still. It still is like location-wise.
People get really worked up about whether or not Ohio. is in the
Right.
middle. I
The
could
way
not
I
care
always
less.
pictured it-
I don't care.
Is sport division, so they're always in the Central.
Right.
What the league is.
Right, but I think Pittsburgh is. I would never consider Pittsburgh Midwest. You know.
I think that's.
I think it's the New York City of the Midwest, maybe, but
I guess that adds up, yeah.
Okay.
On the east, yeah, sure.
I don't know what that makes Chicago, but yeah. Oh, 5 times distilled. I said 1 million. 5, close enough. But that's how they get the unparalleled smoothness and filtered, clean, crisp finish. New Amsterdam vodka is slightly sweet on the palate, smooth enough to drink on the rocks, and mixes well with juice and soda, or make a classic New Amsterdam Mule. We've got the New Amsterdam bar right over there. I'm sure you guys have made yourself a cocktail after hours, of course, over there.
Alcoholic.
All right, topic number 1, Brooklyn Nets. They do not hire Ime Udoka, who, is that how did I say his name?
Good
Udoka?
enough.
Vodka, I believe.
Ime.
Good
All right.
enough.
He was the coach for the Celtics that got caught banging someone and got suspended for 1 season?
The entirety of the season.
Yeah.
Definitely, maybe?
Okay, indefinitely? Yeah.
I don't know.
I-
Sure, it's for the season.
Yeah. So the Nets were going to hire him after they fired Steve Nash.
Yep.
They decided against hiring Ime, and then they went with their interim head coach, who has been on the staff for a while. I didn't really recognize who he was. I think he was a Spurs assistant for a while. Played his college ball in like the 90s at Kansas.
Jock Vaughn.
Jock Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Jacques,
Sounds like a goalie for the Canadians.
100%. He's the new interim head coach. Interim head coach. I
Interim
need to learn how
head
to say that word. Interium.
You were
No.
directionally correct. I just don't get how organizations in the year 2022, like 99% of their goal is to not get canceled and avoid PR disasters. Even sniffing the dude from the Celtics that was banging everyone's wives and moms and sisters and brothers and dogs and shit.
Well,
Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because that's just a PR nightmare. It doesn't matter how good he can coach, because all that matters is not getting in the, not falling victim to the cancel mob, and this is what they get.
I mean, it didn't seem like what he did.
I
was
don't
that
know this-
bad.
yeah.
Now that it hasn't come out for so long and this happened, I'm starting to think he probably did something a little more fucked up. But I don't know, he's a good coach. The Nets have this window where they got these incredible players. Like,
Yeah,
I kind of get what they were doing, but he must have done something crazy.
nothing wrong with a
Something
little
fucked
fucking.
up, right?
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little fucking. There's got to be an extra layer to it.
It has to be.
But also, maybe KD and Kyrie would respect a dude who's going out and banging people's wives and getting suspended. I mean, Kyrie, it's hard to reel him in. Maybe this is the guy.
How long is he out for right now?
I don't know.
Because he did.
I thought he retired.
Apology, right?
6
Yeah.
bulleted point check.
Got like community service.
So
Before he.
he came out with a video today again talking about his shit. But I thought he was gonna retire. I thought he was like, yeah, I'm done with this.
I wouldn't be
If you're gonna
surprised if
suspend me, I'm
he did.
just
He
gonna
seems
retire.
like he's that kind of dude.
He
who would
does.
pull a move like that. It seems like he doesn't actually care about money or anything. You
Yeah,
know?
I think he's probably made enough
Right.
money at this point.
I would assume he has, but
What was that top tweet? He talked about his tribe?
Oh, you not down with the tribe? Hanukkah's
I'm-
coming up.
I'm down. I don't.
I am all the sacred names of God. Don't just read this, affirm it right now. Say it through your heart. I am all the sacred names
What
of
are we
God.
doing?
Your turn. I am Jehovah.
Yahweh.
If there's anything
Oh,
worse,
is that what it is? Yahweh?
Without the vowels, I guess.
if there's anything worse of
All right.
worse than someone who like is unaccepting of religion. It's someone who tries to cram religion down your throat.
The worst. The worst.
Somehow worse. All right, let's go to topic number
missing,
2.
like,
Fuck Kyrie.
all
I hope we don't have to talk about him in a long, long
Oh, we
time.
will tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure.
So speaking of soccer, we were talking about that earlier. A longtime Barcelona player ripped a referee on the way out of his final game. He called the referee a disgrace. I shit on your prostitute mother. I don't get when athletes are like, oh, he said something about my mom. I couldn't let that happen. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's words.
I fucking love this guy. It was his very last game. He wasn't even playing. Apparently, he's had beef with this ref like forever. I guess he's been fucking over Barcelona for so long, and that's the most infuriating thing in all of sports. So that and wind. That when you feel like you somehow got fucked over by a ref, when like you know in your heart what your team did was legitimate, but then this asshole in a striped shirt just like takes it away, and it's just so like in that moment you want him dead. Like you want all the bad things to happen to him. So we have this all built up like. Fuck it, good job.
You know that
years,
that ref is getting off on a power trip whenever he's like,
Exactly.
he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you penalties and there's nothing you can do about it.
You know he's been waiting to do that for years and years and years, and he finally saw his window. It was his last game or whatever, and bing, bang, boom, he does it. And you know that he fell asleep that night and just had the best night of sleep of his life because that's all he cared about. And I love a good grudge. I love spite. And if I could open up and just tell some ref that fucked me over, I shit on you and I fucked your mother or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I would need.
Do you have a situation where you're waiting for revenge with someone? Like,
not at the moment. I do have an utter disdain for referees in general. Make everything electronic.
Yeah,
We don't need
of
them.
course.
You know what they affect like most games, most sports.
Yeah.
Too frequently.
Like baseball.
We don't need that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, why not have
Technology allows you not to. Why would we have it?
the Squid Game little girl that turns around and stop go and that has laser eyes?
yeah.
We need one of those on every baseball.
I like it.
I'm waiting to get after Clemmer.
Yeah.
You want
That's your
Clemmer?
rivalry?
You want
Is
a piece
that-
of Clemmer?
Yeah, I think I do.
I was about to do some. Caught myself though.
What
No,
do you
I'm
say?
kidding. I love Clemmer. He's not even here today. That was a shitty time to try and pick on him.
I was gonna say.
I thought I saw him this morning.
He's here. I think he's doing a podcast with Frank,
Frank the Tank.
the tank. Yeah.
I just heard Frank yelling about this Nets situation that we were talking about.
Reasonable.
Anyways, you don't have a beef going back to Barstool Idol?
No, not really. I'm too fucking nice.
Francis.
Yeah.
Francis? What do I have a beef with Francis about?
Yeah. That you got hired and then he got hired a few weeks later and that, like you were no longer getting the new guy love.
Yeah.
Weird beef. No, I wasn't a beef. I was just.
I know you were just playing.
Yeah, I was
but-
playing.
There's nothing.
I don't think I want to beef with Francis. He's a little smart.
Yeah,
Probably
he talks slow.
verbally, it would.
He talks
he would,
slow.
He would
though.
destroy
So
me.
it takes away the intimidation for me. Even
Oh,
though I
that
know
builds
he's
it
like-
up. It's big words. He's being smart like that.
he's
Francis
thinking
would be good if it was
a
like
lot.
Yeah, a lot of thinking.
an 1800s debate. You know what I mean? Lots of big words, lots of like, oh.
And he's these big.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's fucking.
Broad
People
dude.
forget.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a monster.
He'd be a senator in like Maine if it was 1860.
Yes. He still
he
might
is
be a
ginger,
senator.
though, and he doesn't have a soul.
That's
Fair.
true.
It's just science.
Topic 3, Peacock. Peacock has a documentary coming featuring Casey Anthony. Peacock just released a documentary called, it's about Barney, called I Love You, You Hate Me. I really
Is that
want
the horror movie?
No, it's just a
that's Winnie the
documentary about
Pooh.
the
Was that,
bad.
okay, that was Winnie the Pooh. All right.
It's a documentary about the bad stuff that's happened on set for Barney.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was like awful.
I don't have Peacock.
No thanks.
I need to get it now. But yeah, Peacock has Casey Anthony documentary coming out. Multiple episode docu-series, one-on-one interviews with her. Are you guys gonna watch this?
I probably will. I love true crime myself, and I don't get why. And I could be wrong here. I might just be living under a rock, but it seems like just recently people have started bitching and moaning constantly about companies and networks monetizing bad people and that are, you know, like actual real life bad people and bad events. But this is going on for fucking decades. Like off the top of my head, Titanic, $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
I mean-
There was 9/11 movie.
But that's not like individual
that's not-
evil.
O.J.
people.
Simpson. You can say O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson. Like this has been going on for so long. Why are we just now starting to bitch about it?
Yeah,
Like,
you could
it's-
also say that like
it's gonna keep going on too.
Pearl Harbor is like it's a piece to remember the people that fought and died at Pearl Harbor.
But
It's
that was
for their
a love
legacy.
story that wasn't real. They used a tragic event like, oh, it
try to
started
win.
a war
Fair.
to
try to win an Oscar.
to package it into delivering that for money. You know, it's like.
Does Russell Crowe deserve his stuff for Gladiator? I mean, he's
Absolutely.
they're capitalizing off the Roman Empire.
There you go.
So I think this one's maybe like with Jeffrey Dahmer. He's dead, right?
Yes.
Very
he got-
dead.
he got
Yeah.
murdered
Okay.
in prison, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
But Casey Anthony is still like very much alive.
He died in
and
prison.
Like she made $8 million for killing her kids. She got
Right.
an $8 million book deal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For murdering her kids.
fucked up.
Like
It's super fucked up.
I would morally not want to watch this, but I'm going to because
I remember when
Yeah,
I was.
I'm
Chances
going
are It's
to.
going to be entertaining.
very entertaining.
Yeah.
I'll learn something. I'll have to. Well, it'll be on the rundown probably again.
It's just the unfortunate truth. But everybody's going to watch it. Most people will enjoy it in spite of the content, being what it is. So
Yeah. Middle-aged,
what it is.
middle-aged women are hooked. I remember my mom, this is all she watched was Casey Anthony stuff when the trial was going on. They are gonna eat this up.
who's the fucking chick from the family from Denver? John Benet Ramsey.
Oh, John Benet
That was
Ramsey.
my mom.
I mean, yeah, that was
late 90s or whatever
Yep.
that was. Like constantly, just she was obsessed with those stories.
It's so interesting.
story.
They're just
Now,
wildly entertaining.
the John Benet Ramsey one. There's a documentary about that. Awesome.
Exactly.
I'll watch this in a
Yeah.
second. I'll watch anything that has to do with murder.
But I won't condone it. I'll disavow it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But it's like
disavow
disavow.
Casey Anthony.
we'll see.
Yeah, disavow Casey.
It's a little hot, but disavow.
It's supposed to be multiple episodes. How many episodes is too many for a docuseries? You see it and you're just like, I can't. I'm
I think
not.
cap it at 4.
4. Yeah.
What was Dahmer?
10.
Yeah, that was 10, right?
Yeah, but that was more of a movie.
Yeah, that was.
They get you with like the 3 ones on Netflix because I think that's the amount of time that passes before it gives you the little like, would you like
you
to continue watching?
Yeah.
Huh.
If they get you with the 3, you're hooked for the entire thing.
They,
True.
all they do is like do 4 episodes and they like fluff it when it could be 2. I hate it. They're just trying to make more money. That's what pisses me off. Not them capitalizing on an event. Them trying to fluff it up and make as much money possible.
The 10-part ones I can't get through.
Yeah.
One about a
that's-
cult that just was so good and then died off so hard. And
Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
When it was like, all right, this could have been 3 episodes, 4 episodes,
Yeah.
and they made it 10. You're
Too
just like,
much.
all right, we get it. So that's that. Topic 4. This was interesting. Kentucky mayoral race ends in a tie, and they decided it on a coin flip.
Hell yeah.
Butler, Kentucky, the vote was 55 to 55, and they decided on a coin flip. Candidates did not get to choose heads or tails themselves. The incumbent was assigned heads. Challenger got tails. That's a little messed up.
That's fucked up.
Coin land. I think the incumbent should have been able to pick. Coin
Yes.
landed on tails, and the challenger, Mason Taylor, is now mayor of Butler, Kentucky. Is a coin flip a fair way to decide who is mayor?
Friday Night Lights. I
Yeah,
mean, no.
exactly.
But it's like they didn't finish writing the rules, right? Like they didn't really foresee this coming. At some point, somebody got lazy and was like, "Fuck it, we'll end it in a coin flip. It'll never happen."
It's like
But-
like NFL overtime. They're just like, oh, we never thought we'd be here. Like,
Right.
How much of a tie was it though? Like I don't understand what the 55 to 55 means.
I would
So if
assume
there was
it was
probably a
just
popular vote, right?
Small town.
Yeah.
Was it that
Country
small?
bumpkin,
Like 55
rural.
votes to 55 votes?
I'm guessing. Yeah, let's look up.
We
the
go look
pop-
up Butler, Kentucky.
Let's look that. Are you looking
Yeah.
that up?
I don't have. Yeah.
I would
Okay.
imagine
So this
it's
is
like
pretty- yeah,
So it
300, 400.
genuinely is a tie, like
These
popular
guys are
vote.
probably fucking buddies that ran against each other that are getting a beer in the local dive bar.
632
Exactly.
people.
And 110 voted.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Instead of doing a coin flip, why didn't they just like go like find like 5 people and be like, hey, you guys need to vote?
Oh, they could have done like a fun competition.
Can't
That's what I
force
was thinking.
somebody to
Yeah.
vote.
You need to
Or
like.
yeah, something like
Then,
that.
yeah.
Make it a spectacle.
How many
Yeah.
people can you pull up by their boots?
You're living in a
Man,
fake
you should have
town.
had him do like the I was gonna say Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, the decathlon.
Yes.
Do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that.
Something. Again, it's a fake town. There's
Something that proves skill.
it's probably that mayor. What do you think that mayor does on a daily basis? He probably has a full-time job outside of being a mayor,
I would-
right? He definitely does.
yeah.
Yeah, he 100%.
He
does.
probably.
It's probably volunteer, police, fire, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
When people leave for work, he probably
Small
stands
salary.
on the border of the town and just is like, see you guys, have a good day, come back.
Probably does. Yeah. Now I kind of. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I say we go here. I say we go to Butler, Kentucky.
We should send
Check it out.
Donnie, Nick, and KB down there for their next
Oh.
Rediscovered America.
They have them figure out.
Exactly. They'll
The
get to
mayor
the bottom of
decide.
it.
Maybe they got
bottom
beef.
of
It'd
it.
be cool if they had beef.
Donnie's actually the mayor of Hell, Michigan.
He is.
Wow.
Forgot about that.
I love the Hell Michigan shirts.
Yeah, they wear those all
Come
the
back
time,
from
actually.
spring break in a
Welcome to
I went to
hell.
hell shirt. That's always cool. All right, topic 5. 50 Cent reacts to Madonna's disturbing rapping TikTok. All I could think of from this Madonna rapping was Iggy Azalea trying to rap back in the day. First off, have you guys seen the video?
I saw
of
the
Madonna?
video.
A fucked up video.
I don't know if, like, the older I get, the more I tune out pop culture. I had zero clue that is what she looks like now. I didn't have the slightest clue.
I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake too.
Oh.
She looks like she's 17 and just got back from like Hot Topic.
Yeah, in their teeth.
And she's 64 years old, I think.
Yeah, I haven't
right?
seen
That was
Madonna
her
in a
just
long
a few
time.
years ago. That one's just her a few years ago, and now she is unrecognizable.
She's unrecognizable, and she's clearly not all there. It's actually kind of sad. Like, look how she's 64. She looks like she's a 17-year-old, like, angsty teen.
but also like a 90-year-old.
This is why I
ghost.
don't want to be too successful. I kind of I thwarted a little bit. Put a,
So you tell yourself,
what is it? So you can't go too fast on something.
Governor?
Put a governor on it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get crazy. So I just coast.
so 50 Cent,
So 50 Cent.
dude, I should have looked up more of what his history of the
I
beef
didn't
was.
get
I know
this either,
he's
yeah.
mad that she's rapping for clout. I think it's
I
what
think
is it,
we should
a
be more upset
cultural
that
appropriation
she's
thing?
Clearly lost her marbles.
Yeah, I really wanted to put this in here just so we could all look
at Madonna. I haven't
It's
seen her
fucking
yet.
Insane.
Like Madonna, I remember watching like the VM or the MTV Music Awards and like they'd have Madonna come out and I was like, this bitch is
She made out with
washed.
Britney.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh, well,
Yeah.
fuck, okay, well that was good. But she was washed and then she made out with Britney and everyone's like, oh, okay, Madonna's kind of
Back.
I mean,
She did that with Drake though. And Drake was like
Ew.
disgusted.
yeah, Madonna, she's kind of off my
Salt.
radar. But yeah, 50 Cent
sad.
calls her
We're falling
grandma,
grace.
which is great. Madonna,
Grandma.
yeah.
What is he doing these days? Just living in his vitamin water residuals?
Yeah,
Has he
I
put out a
thought-
song in the last decade.
I think so, but I think he went bankrupt, but apparently he still has millions of dollars from vitamin water.
I'm sure that was like a $500 million deal or something insane.
I bet
Yeah.
he could have blown through his vitamin water
Yeah,
money.
I mean, I would.
Vitamin water still going strong?
I don't have the slightest. Maybe not.
It's hot in the streets. Right now.
You get that deal, you're set for life, unless you spend like a celebrity, then you're
Yep.
fucked. It's like you got a couple years with it.
Yeah. Whatever 50 Cent's net worth is would probably not surprise me. He could be very broke or very rich. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Right.
I think he's got a kid that's an adult now. I don't know.
He's 47, I think I read in that article, which makes me feel old and disgusting.
Yeah.
40 million. Pretty
I
good.
Can you look up the vitamin water deal? I swore it was like hundreds of millions. Maybe not $500 million.
I know,
but
What was the deal? Just for him to be on like
Cudi
the-
was in
to
there?
be the
dragon
like
fruit
the
flavor?
face of
Or just the-
vitamin water, yeah.
Was it him and Kid Cudi? Right?
He got-
10% of a stake in the Formula 50 brand.
Was this sales?
So we got 10% in vitamin water? Is that what that's
10%
saying?
vitamin water, and then it's sold like 8 times since then to like Coke and
100 million.
Pepsi.
Okay, so I was not
Damn.
half bill.
He's set. He's good.
100+ million. That's
He's gone through that pretty quick. I mean, 100 down to 40 in how many years?
right.
10?
too
He's
long.
on pace to have no money.
But at the same time, like, it was funny when he was making fun of Floyd Mayweather, but 50 Cent making fun of Madonna, I don't really need it.
Nah, just too washed.
It
up
seems
has-beens.
unnecessary. Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
You know what? He's bitching at her for trying to like be back in the spotlight or whatever, and him bitching at her about being back in the spotlight is just him trying to get back out in the spotlight.
Yeah, they seem like they're both
Put
kind
his
of.
own hashtags in there too.
Right,
put his
exactly.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Attaboy.
his brand of liquor.
Attaboy 50.
I was about to ask what his brand of liquor is called. Don't even say it. Don't give him an
What is
ad.
it? No, don't say it.
We're zoomed in on it. We're looking at it right there.
Oh, I could say it.
what's the
50,
bottle? Is
But you'd
that
like if I said it.
Gold thing? Oh, that.
Oh, it's not
Bottle's not cool.
cheap.
Looks like a turkey leg.
Yeah, yeah, it does. A good turkey leg. Fuck. Now I do kind of like it. All right, moving on. Netflix is trying to get into streaming live sports. Love this. Amazon Prime has been doing it this year. I feel like they're still trying to kind of find their legs.
Yeah, a bunch are.
Netflix secretly bidding on sports leagues. I mean, I think they're the biggest company with Disney. In particular, they have bid on several tennis tours as well as the World Surf League. Have you guys watched surfing before?
No.
Does not
It's on.
get me off.
No, it does not. It's hard. It's not really fun to watch. Not a spectator sport, really.
And it's not. I mean, it's obviously very impressive. It doesn't look that impressive. Like they rip up the wave and then like cut back down real fast. Sometimes
I
they
don't know,
kind of
you
get some
gotta have
air.
pretty good balance and course.
Well, yeah, but like they don't. They all look like kind of similar runs.
I get what you're saying.
Oh no, I agree with that. Like
I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. They all.
Skateboarding can kind of come off the same way. Like I know it's incredibly hard, But it's like, oh,
But skateboard, I'd recognize the tricks.
900s
Yeah.
and shit. They're at least.
yeah, you can spin.
You can-
Surfboarding is
yeah.
less. You can't
Yeah.
spin
You're just
like
going.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it's not impressive. It's all very impressive. I can't really differentiate that well between
Right.
Yeah.
good and bad. I don't really know what I'm watching.
There's a viral video that goes around every couple of years where it's like an 80-foot wave coming
Right.
into this
Those are
town.
awesome.
That's cool
Those
shit.
are insane.
80-foot waves get me bricked up.
Oh, I've gone down a wave rabbit hole before.
Yeah, fucking nature,
Oh,
bro.
look at that.
This like terrifies me.
Power of
You
nature.
got to take like a speedboat up there and then just hop off.
You couldn't stop it if you wanted.
It's like what's that?
Yeah,
Point Break?
this
Is that the
What's the movie?
Point Break?
No, it
Just
was
watched
like
that the other
the
night, it's on
Underworld
Netflix.
movie.
The Day After Tomorrow?
No, it was from like the late '90s. It was the same, right around the same time as Armageddon.
Huh. I have no idea.
But
I'm not going to be helpful there. Is he wearing a parachute?
Probably.
It's kind of smart.
'Cause you get that high up, I mean, you're
Looks like he's wearing a parachute.
he has to be, because you get that high up, you're hitting
I think
concrete.
that was a seagull you were looking at.
No way.
I
Go back to
swear
that.
was
a
seagull.
big fucking seagull. No, that's
What is-
oh,
That was
that's a seagull. That's 100% a
That
seagull.
was a seagull.
Sure as
Yeah.
hell, it could be anything. No one's sure.
I can see it flapping.
Could be a
its
parachute,
wings.
could be a seagull.
I think it's a pterodactyl, actually.
Could
Might
be
be.
anything.
This doesn't surprise me at all, though.
Yeah, of
Like,
course they're gonna get into space.
What do you guys pay for
Hulu has
cable?
them.
YouTube TV is what, 50, 60 bucks?
I pay $260 a month for Comcast, and it's just because I know it's absurd. It's crazy expensive, but I know it, and I know like exactly what I'm getting, and I just won't change, even though I know it's stupid not to.
Yeah.
I'm indoctrinated by it basically.
YouTube TV is pretty good. It's not too far behind
That's
anymore.
the only
it's not. It's
thing,
behind,
watching-
but it's not. I feel like I don't notice it as much
Only
as
a
I did
couple
5
seconds.
years ago.
YouTube
I don't
TV
notice it as much.
YouTube TV rules. It's the best.
Yeah.
I just do Reddit streams though. I just watch all my NFL games on
Same.
Reddit streams. I got like 8 laptops.
When I
laptops
first
hooked up.
moved and got my first like solo apartment on my own, I tried doing that for like 3 days, and I called up Comcast immediately, and I was like, give me back, sign me
Have
up,
all my money, please.
have it
so,
all.
so Netflix hasn't said if they're looking into like the NFL, MLB, NBA, all that. But the more games on big streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, all for it.
You know what is annoying though is like with the NFL Prime or whatever, the
Yeah,
Thursday
yeah,
night,
yeah,
like
they just-
switching back and forth if there's like other things going on.
That's
that
exactly
gets
it, right.
annoying. That gets
It's
annoying when you're on
right.
like different apps. Like with YouTube TV, even you can like just
Just
switch the
change the
channel,
channel.
but like
Yeah.
that could get annoying.
Right.
Fuck, I don't know if anyone understands this. You might, Big Ten, okay, you guys
Big
might
Ten?
understand. The Big Ten Plus, you have to buy that for like $5, $10 extra bucks a month. It is the biggest piece of shit of all time. The
Have you
camera
ever
work,
tried unsubscribing from it? It's impossible.
Oh, I bet,
pay
I
$10
bet.
bucks a month, and I get it just so I can watch like a loser Northwestern basketball games against like Mississippi Valley
right,
State.
you have to, like
And
you
then I
have
pay
to if
for it
you're,
year-round.
if you're a fan, but
Right.
the camera work is such shit, like they'll just like zoom
Yeah.
in on like the student section when there's the game going on. You're just like,
Kind of
what?
love that.
The camera will just like zoom out of nowhere. Like the person will just like go to the bathroom during the
Yeah.
middle of the game and just be like, all right, hope the camera stays.
Yeah.
And just like, whoop.
The Bowling Green guy, whoever did the Bowling Green games, I don't know like what the network was, but they wouldn't cut to commercials for the hockey games. They would just zoom in on random fans, and it was incredible.
Okay.
Actually, unsuspecting fans, just real,
Just being
yeah,
idiots.
just real, not even idiots, just like living their lives.
that
It's just, they have no
yeah.
idea that they're just getting
That-
up close. It's
that
so
I do
funny.
love. The NBA, NBA TV app. At commercials, they wouldn't go to commercial. They would just stick there on the feed and just like let you watch the stadium
Yeah,
and
it's
like
kinda
let you watch the
interesting.
halftime performances.
It's good people watching.
I love the in between the quarters and halftime. It's honestly sports. That's my favorite part about sports is the halftime performances now. I just feel like that's real athletic ability. Red Panda. Let's see LeBron
She's
get on
never
a
gonna
unicycle
die.
and
I've
fucking
actually
kick
seen her
some
live.
plates
She
up.
is electric.
I've seen her mess up live, and it's
It's
heartbreaking.
it is heartbreaking because you know that guts her to her core.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like Tom Brady. She doesn't think about her victories. She goes home and thinks about all the
Right,
time
right,
she's
right.
dropped plates.
Yep.
I'd like if her pay was somehow related to how well she does. Like if she messes up, then she gets paid less for the game.
like that.
That'd be kind of fun. I would negotiate that contract if I was her.
Guy comes
Like
in.
you're docked 10% for every.
Yeah, like when athletes bet on
bullets.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it. All right, after show. First, I was gonna do the ad. Should we do the ad first? Let's do the ad first. Barstool Invitational is this Friday, Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia. Don't miss it. It'll be Dave, Big Cat, me, maybe some other people.
Yak basketball.
Yak basketball at halftime. The quarter in between quarters and at half, or I guess it's at college.
Yeah.
So at halftime, the halftime performances and the commercial breaks will be awesome. Jeff Delo's going to be there. We got Nick. UAB versus Toledo at 5 p.m. Akron versus Mississippi State at 7 p.m. The games will be good. The content in between will be even better. White Sox Dave did a peeing tutorial during Twitter Spaces.
I wouldn't call it a tutorial. I was
I
on
missed
like
this.
hour 3 of being on Spaces with Chris Castellani at like midnight last night, and I was in my hotel room and I needed to take a leak, so I took a leak.
Did you mute it, or you just kept going?
No, I kept going. I really think there was like legitimately 6 people in the chat at that time because we were just talking baseball for hours. There was a while where I forgot that we were even on Spaces, and I thought it was just like me and Chris having
A phone call, a
talking
late
some
night.
baseball.
Yeah.
You know,
And I love talking baseball with him as much as anybody on earth. And yeah, I had, kidneys were about to pop, had to go, and he was talking, so I just let her fly.
didn't think to sit down maybe,
Why would I do that?
so he doesn't hit the water. It hits the front of the
No,
toilet.
I
and he
was,
doesn't
I
make
was
any
making
noise.
sure he could hear it.
Oh, well, that's a good bit
Masculine.
then. That's just
Yeah.
a good bit.
Was
All right.
it a good stream?
Oh,
Are you proud of it?
It was a fucking fire hose.
When I
good
was
fun.
when I was in 8th grade, I was dating this girl, and I went over to meet her parents, and the kitchen table was like pretty close to the bathroom. So during dinner, I was like, "Hey, I got to go to the bathroom." Went to the bathroom, tried to rip out the most masculine stream I
have to.
could so they could hear it, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Damn."
Right.
They never said anything about it, but I know that they
They
went to
talked
bed
about
that
it.
night,
Oh,
like,
they were
No.
thinking
that
it.
kid's got to have a fire hose.
I hope he fucks my
Hope he
daughter.
fucks my daughter.
Impregnates her.
But have you seen the documentary, Fuck the Jinx, where he's still mic'd up when he goes and takes
Yes,
a piss, and he's like,
yes.
you
like,
did it,
"God,
you
I
killed them
did it."
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least you didn't confess to a murder while you were
I
peeing
could
on
have
Spaces.
done that, but no, I was holding the phone, just like this, and
Up to your
let it
dick.
go.
Yeah. You're not you can't see your face, right?
No, not on.
Yeah,
not
it's
on
just all
Spaces.
audio. Yeah.
It was just audio.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit?
I support it.
Yeah.
That's a man's move. I would have done the same thing. This was wild. Gilly
And I did go a couple more times, and I did mute it just because I thought the bit wore out after, once.
But if you want to be quiet, you can also just like stand and like aim at the side where there's no
Yeah.
water.
Sit down.
Not us.
Yeah.
We
I'm
Not saying you should. I'm just saying that's
I mean,
the
that's
obvious
like,
solution.
That's a lot of extra work and a lot of steps.
It's less work. You're resting your legs.
But you gotta like pull your pants down and shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Kinda. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Definitely do.
Fair.
So Gilly
Love those.
was on a flight from Philly to Dallas.
I don't know where.
He was in Texas. He just landed in Texas, and an alleged air marshal stopped him because he smelled like weed.
Drugs in my bag. What are you talking
So
about?
you searched
You
your
want to
own
look
bag.
in here?
Am I searching
No,
your
you
bag?
asked me could you search
No,
it.
no, no,
So
no,
I
no,
searched
no.
it for you.
You don't lie to the camera.
Come on, man. Don't lie to the camera. You walked up and picked me out. Get away from me. man.
You searched
You
your
picked
own
me
bag.
out, man.
You searched
You
your own
picked
bag.
me out.
Where are
For
my
what?
hands at?
For what? I'm probably the richest person on this plane. Get away from me,
You
man.
smell like marijuana. It's illegal in
I
Texas.
smell like marijuana.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you do.
Are you
Close it.
serious?
Answer the question.
Are you serious?
Be real and don't lie.
What do you mean? Be real. You
Don't
be
lie.
real.
Don't lie.
Cause you talking to, man.
Yep.
Be
I
serious.
know exactly what I'm talking
You
to.
smell like marijuana. What are you talking about? Picked the wrong one today, huh?
Nobody.
So he gets off the plane, walking into Texas soil, and this guy's just like, "You smell like weed." And Gilly's like, "I will literally open my bag right now. Here, look at it."
I mean,
He got off an airplane.
Off the plane.
He got
right?
off an airplane.
So
Like,
he's already gone through all the security
Yeah.
checkpoints and TSA and all that bullshit, and
TSA has
Wait.
searched his butthole essentially. Like,
giving him a cavity.
yeah.
But how many states is weed not legal at this point?
Most of them still.
I'd say
but-
Really?
I'd say maybe a third it's legal in,
I would have guessed.
Well, are you
more than-
talking
it's
like medical,
decriminalized.
recreational, whatever?
or it's
But
decriminalizing some.
Cop?
no.
Right, I mean,
so
this is
air marshal.
that was my thing. I don't.
Yeah.
But what is he like? Kind of vaguely accuses him of smelling like weed.
Yeah.
And then Gilly yells at him for a few seconds, and then he just kind of
He's
like
just- yeah,
backtracks and like, what is his authority, and why is he's also just dressed like a cartoon character?
Right.
I
he's
think
ju-
that's
some-
the purpose, though.
Someone said he's like a high. No, he looks like a high school kid that got cut from the baseball team. Which, yes, he looks like a high school baseball player.
Look at that badge. That's not a real badge.
But he's talking. They're talking shit, and there's like a confrontation, and like Gilly's gonna have the last word, and this cop keeps walking away and like won't give up the last word. He's being
Yeah.
very petty. It's
But
like,
he's not about
what's
to
your
do
job?
anything. He's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
About, look at that badge. Seriously, that
This
is from
guy
a Halloween
is just
costume.
turtling like such a little bitch.
Yeah, and he's trying to act like he's like hard.
Gilly's
But
just
Gilly also
dominating.
flexed and was like, I'm the richest person on this plane.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably true. But then you got to be careful landing in Texas. You might
kind
get
of an
some
irrelevant
Texas
point,
oil
but-
money. You got some Texas oil tycoon on there.
Look at this guy. He could be rich. Look at that blue
I thought that was
jacket.
Jim Irsay. Jim Irsay's son.
Like a UFC fighter.
Yeah, that guy.
I can't. I don't do that haircut though.
No,
that
but that guy
Kind of the haircut of a fighter, though. Mm-hmm. Right? Maybe.
But it was very weird. It's on Twitter. Check it out. I still don't know what's going on.
It's just
Fuck this
guy's
cop. He
being
seems
a-
like, yeah.
Unless someone told him and he like begrudgingly went over to confront Gilly
Unless someone on the plane was like, hey.
because his boss is like getting on his
Yeah.
ass and he's like, yo man, you smell like weed, and, like I gotta say something.
That could be it.
Even
'Cause you
then.
can tell he doesn't even give a shit. He just
Yeah.
puts his head down and walks away, you know? He's like,
Just got dominated by Gilly.
No, this cop gives a shit. I think this cop gives a shit. Like, he's like,
He looks embarrassed.
he just
looks
realized, like, then he comes back
turns
and
around and he's like,
smell like weed. I don't know.
I will say this though, clothes that smell like weed, that's a shitty smell. I hate that smell. It's different
Yeah,
than
it's
like
too
when it
much.
lingers in the air even. It's just like, dude, fucking take your hoodie off when you're smoking.
It's like a little bit too
you-
skunk BO adjacent.
you don't
Yeah.
like the smell of weed?
Not when it's like
On
hanging
clothes.
on clothes. It's
You just like it when
different.
it's in the
I
air.
kind of agree.
I don't like it when it's in the air. I don't dislike it though. It's just like it is what it is. But when it's on clothes, I think it smells worse.
I think cigarette smoke smells worse on clothes.
That too.
Yeah.
I hate the smell.
I love walking down New York City street and just smelling a dead skunk. Love it.
I miss smoking a
Well, you know a
cigarette.
skunk?
You want to
Yeah.
go smoke a heater after this?
Yeah, I kind of do, man. Being in New York's made me want to smoke. Way more people smoke here than wherever I was before. And it looks pretty cool walking down New York smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, you do.
I have a
look
vape like a
badass
fucking
when-
loser.
Yeah.
Ugh.
New York smoking cigarettes. Is smoking cigarettes cooler in Ohio or New York?
New York, absolutely.
Yeah, Ohio, it's like I have to do this to get by with it.
Yeah, and you're like standing outside of like a shitty apartment complex, like outside of there's nothing cool about it.
No.
It's cooler
Alright.
in New York.
Much cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a little coffee shop, read some poetry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the rundown. Anything else for the after show? Miss anything?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yep,
Watch
we
the
had
rundown tomorrow.
Watch the rundown. We had the Chicago guys in town. You guys
For
did
the
the dozen. Has
yeah.
that aired live yet? For
I don't. When is this publishing?
tonight.
This airs
6:30.
tonight. The dozen airs tonight.
Dozen airs tonight as well.
I think 7. So watch this. Head right into the dozen. I
Yep.
was about to give a spoiler. I didn't. Credit to me.
Good job, Dave.
That's a fucking good way to end it. Let's end it on a high note.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Hell yeah. Thanks, boys.